Hi everyone, it's James here from Pro Tools Expert, back with a quick gear review. A couple of weeks ago on the podcast, I mentioned my find of the week was a thing called the Active Snare Drum Dampening System by Remo. This gets away with plastering your snare drum in gaffer tape and all sorts of nasty things like that. Well, thanks to friend of the blog and friend of mine, Rex Strother, he sent me one of these from the States, because at the moment they seem to be very difficult to get in the UK. And I've got one here on my snare drum. So I thought I'd do a quick demo of this thing so you get to hear exactly the effect it's having on the snare drum. Now, I was going to leave this as a studio only thing because I thought it's going to be a bit of a faff to mess around with live. But actually, it's a thing of genius. Who would have thought that something so very straightforward, so very mechanical, would have been quite so neat? It's a doddle to set up, and I'm going to do it for you now. Whack that on the drum there, on the hoop. Tighten up the nut. And now you can see it's on. Now all I have to do is make sure that that plunger, using this knob here, is parallel to the drum. So now I'll hit the snare drum without the plunger to start with, without the dampener to start with, then with it, then you can see exactly what this thing does. And most importantly, you can hear what it does. So, without the plunger first. Now, if I wanted to have slightly less effect, I can just push the plunger back towards the rim and it stops dampening quite so far in the center. So let's have a listen to that. I actually quite like it fairly well towards the middle. Without. And with. A really brilliant, simple solution to a problem that a lot of drummers have, a lot of studio owners have. I think this is one of those things, if you record drums in the real world, in the studio or live, this is one of those things that you should just have in your box of tricks ready to go instead of plastering drums with gaffer tape, which I absolutely loathe, even though you can see it probably on the toms. So I've been James, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon for some more gear talk.